Welcome to part 2 of the Emoji Book Finder app tutorial. We are using Thunkable and we are ready for screen 2. So we have our screen 1 here that says pick your mood to find a book, and we want screen 2 to show up when we tap on this laughing emoji. So in the top right hand corner, we're going to click add screen and leave it at screen 2, and that will bring us to a brand new screen. And on this screen, we want it to, first of all, we're going to type our recommendation. So that's another label, and we'll just type that long recommendation. And then we'll embed a web page, and then we'll put a back button. So let's get to work. On this screen right here, we're going to drag a label over. Now here's my trick for you. So instead of having to type a really long recommendation into this text box down here, I think it would be a good idea to type it all out in like a Google document and then highlight it all, copy it, and bring it over here and just paste it into this box. Now, I'm not actually going to be writing a recommendation. I'm going to let you guys do that work. I'm just going to start a sentence here. This book will make you laugh because, and that way you guys will put a lot more into yours, but I'm just going to put this here. So you'll paste your recommendation into this box, and it will be really long, and that's okay, because remember, it will wrap whenever you, it'll wrap to multiple lines whenever you test it on a mobile device. All right, the next thing we want is called a web viewer. We're going to drag this over here, and this is going to show a web page here. So for example, if I'm going to recommend Diary of a Wimpy Kid for my funny book, I can go to the official website, right, for Wimpy Kid, and I can click on this URL, and I'm going to right click and copy it, or I could do Control C. And then I'm going to go back to Thunkable, and with the web viewer selected, I can paste it right here where it says home URL. I can Control V to paste it, and then click OK. Now it's not going to show up in the browser window, but when you test your app out, you'll be able to see it in here. The other option you could do is go to Amazon's website and find this book, and when you click on that book, you could then copy that link and put it in Thunkable. You have a couple different options. And then lastly, we want a button that goes back home. So I'm just going to drag a button here, and instead of putting a picture on it this time, I'm going to change the text at the bottom here to just say back, or you could say home. All right, so this is the content for screen 2. We now need to do the same thing for screen 3 and screen 4. So I'm going to pause the video. You're going to add 2 more screens and do the same steps. You're going to paste your content, put the web viewer in there to the web page, and then a back button. And then when we come back, I will tell you the next steps. Okay, so you should have 4 screens now, and you can see them in this drop down right here, screen 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on screen 1, that's our home page. So we have our different emojis, and in the next video, I'm going to show you how to code each button so that when it's tapped, it will open the next screen. So when we tap on the laughing emoji, we are going to want screen 2 to open. When we tap on the happy emoji, we're going to want screen 3 to open. And screen 4 is our last one. So you'll notice that I didn't put much here for a book recommendation. I'm hoping yours are longer because I think that people are going to want to read a little bit more of your opinion. And then you have a web viewer here with the back button on all of your screens. So let's go back here, and we're going to talk just for a second about what's going to happen in the next video. We're going to code this button to, when this is pressed, open screen 2. I want you to take a second and talk with a partner about what kind of code, what kind of instructions are we going to need to give these buttons to make that happen. If you want a hint, start investigating this section of your screen called blocks, and I will see you in the next video.